So do people still buy online courses? This is a question that I sometimes get when I'm talking to new online business owners or people who just want to start making content online and could see it leading to building their first online course. And this is something I help a lot of people do. But the question they have is, do people still buy online courses? And if so, why do they and why would they? I want to talk about that question, and I also want to talk about what people are actually paying for when they buy an online course. Because the objection that a lot of people come to this question with is, why would people buy an online course when information is free? Information has been democratized. It's ubiquitous. It's everywhere. You can get information for free. So why would they buy a course? Well, we're going to get into that, but the short of it is they're not actually paying for the information itself. They're paying for something different, but it's related. We'll get to that in just a second. The other thing people say is, well, it's such a saturated market now. Like, I remember a time when there wasn't everybody and their dog making online courses about every little thing, but now there seems to be. So is it harder now to sell online courses than it used to be? And the thing there is a little bit more saturation than there used to be, but if you're in this world, you tend to notice it more. So it's not necessarily like there's just all kinds of new online courses and there never used to be information products. It's just that you're probably noticing it more. You have to think with that question from the perspective of your audience and less from your perspective. Your audience is probably not paying attention to what everyone else is doing in the same way that you are. But nonetheless, that is an objection that people have, and you may have other ones as well. When you come to this question, you might just say, it seems like a lot of people are selling courses. Content is free. Why would somebody buy my course? I think this video will help you to at least know exactly how to make your course valuable so that when you release it, it is something that people want to buy. And I hope it answers that question, do people still buy courses? Because the answer is a resounding yes. And I think by the end of this video, you're going to see that it's okay. Like, you're going to be okay if you make the right course and you market it to the right people, the audience that you have built credibility with, you will do well. My name's Lane. I love to help digital entrepreneurs start and grow passive income style online businesses. So if you're new here to this channel, subscribe to learn how to start and grow your business, and go to lanesebring.com/supersimple to grab your free super simple guide to your first $500 online. This is my super simple, straightforward way that I built my business to multiple six figures online, and I use this exact framework. So if you just kind of want a shortcut to see how all this stuff works together in a simple PDF guide, go to lanesebring.com/supersimple. That is my gift to you. It's free, just to say thanks for stopping by. Do people still buy online courses? The answer is yes, and there's a few reasons why. The first reason is they are not actually paying for information, they're paying for aggregation. I got this from Justin Welsh, that's exact language, but I think he's right on. They're not paying for the information. The information is really everywhere, and if you do this right, you're actually going to cover a lot of the information probably in your free content. But if they sift through all of your free content and they go to all of the other free content that's out there, they then have to act as the curator and aggregator of all of the possible directions they could take, all of the possible pieces of content that they could apply. They then, if they're not going to buy a course, have to be their own aggregator. People will pay to have you do that work for them. They'll pay for you to organize the information, for you to aggregate it and curate it into the best possible sequencing of actions and things they need to learn to get the result that you want to get, or that they want to get. In addition to aggregation, what they're paying for is synthesizing and simplification. So your job as a course creator is not just to make a course about a topic. They can learn about a topic for free, just Googling it. Your job is to aggregate the best information and then synthesize it into the irreducible minimum to get them from where they're stuck to where they're trying to go. And your job is to simplify it so that it makes sense, so that you take the complex work of taking all of this knowledge that you've sifted through and you simplify it into something that produces for them an understandable body of content. So people pay for aggregation because they don't want to aggregate it themselves. They pay to have it synthesized and simplified. And then finally, what they pay for is a clear path. You are giving people with your online course a clear path to get from where they are to exactly where their desired outcome is, and you are mapping out the steps that they need to take along the way. That is a powerful thing that people will pay for. For the people who naysay online courses, it may not be valuable to them to have the information aggregated. They may say, I can do it myself, or simplify it or synthesize, or even given a clear path. To all that, they may say, I can just do that myself. You're not really after those people. I'm not really after those people. If my free content helps them in their aggregation process, awesome, I'm happy to help. But when it comes to my online courses, I know that there's always going to be a percentage of people who don't have time or the desire to aggregate all the information and to sift through all of the possible paths they could take. They just want the clear, direct shortcut. They want the clear path. And I and you, as course creators, are in a unique place to give that to people, to serve them with that. And that has value. They'll pay for it. And so even though information is ubiquitous, they can learn it anywhere, they will pay for the clear path. Now, there is a magic to this because the last thing that you need to understand, the final thing, is that they will pay for a course if it's you teaching it. And this is important. So the way this should work is not just that you make a course and distribute it to the world. You have an audience that you have built over time because you have shown up consistently with consistent, helpful, relevant content. These people have started to trust you and know you and like you. You have actually created an audience of fans. They appreciate you because your content, your free content, has helped them and has gotten them very far in their goals. When you show up with a course and say, if you want to go even deeper with me, I have aggregated, synthesized, and simplified all of this information into a clear, direct path, a process for you to learn XYZ thing or to discover XYZ thing, they will pay for it in large part because they want to learn that path from you. That's the way this type of business works best. You are the niche. You are the value. So show up with your content, build the course that your audience really wants to get them from where they are stuck to where they want to go, their desired outcome. And you will, if you put the right marketing around it and you make sure that you have a good launch plan and then put it into evergreen, well, you will sell courses. It's not impossible. It still happens every single day. And I'm actually about to release a course mapping out this entire business model, how to do all of this. So busy people that are stuck in their 9-to-5 jobs, that might be you, that want to do something online, you can replace your full-time income with part-time work online doing this type of business. If you're interested in seeing that course when it comes out, jumping into it, you can get on the wait list over at lanesebring.com/fastlane. That way you won't miss any updates on it. Go make the online course that your audience is asking for, and it will work. Now, you might be asking, what online course should I make? I actually covered this question in my last video, which you can see right here. It will tell you exactly what online course you should make right now.